Hello and welcome to Berwick Mitsubishi. My name is Mark Hoffman. Today I'm going to be taking you for a video walk around tour of our 2012 Jeep Grand Cherokee Overland. Keyword, they're making this the top of the range. So this video is going to be a little long as there's a lot of features to talk about. But as you would have inquired on the car to get this video, a lot of the video is going to be about condition as well. We'll start up at the front. Iconic Jeep Grand Cherokee front, big chrome grille. We've got the HRD headlights here for low beam. That's why you get the little washer jet here to keep them nice and clean. One thing I will note is get my camera in to look down the bottom here. We do have the radar down here for the radar guided cruise control, which we'll get into when we're on the inside of the car. Nice chrome throughout. Bumper bar presents in brilliant condition. So a very, very minor mark here on the plastic trim. Hasn't actually touched the paintwork there, but do want to point that out. No signs of stone chips across the front of the bonnet either. Coming to the driver's front wheel there, looks like we've got almost brand new, if not brand new tyre. I can get my finger well deep in the tread of that tyre there. Good brand Kumho tyre. Front alloy wheel there, unmarked. Coming down the side of the car, you do have, being the Grand Cherokee, lots of chrome. We do have the big chrome running boards down there, chrome strips along the bottom of the car. Hopefully that's a bit of polish, which it is. That came straight off, nice to see. Chrome door handles throughout. One thing to note, I'll cover it off here while I'm standing. Car does have two keys. On the remote you do have the powered tailgate, but I'm getting ahead of myself there, is proximity key. So the car is currently unlocked. If you were to hop out of the car and go to the shopping centre, touch the button, it's locked, walk away. When you come back to the car a few moments later, put your hand in, opens up. Life-changing feature, that one, a really good one, especially if you've got a hands full of groceries or anything like that. Coming down the side of the vehicle, no signs of scratches, dents, nicks or anything like that I can spot, and I'm looking quite thoroughly. Now I'm being picky here. I want my camera to zoom in on that. That's how picky I'm having to be with this vehicle. We've actually got two minor ones you can barely even see there. Really presents brilliantly, this car. Coming down, yet again another Kumho tyre, brilliant condition tread, be close to brand new. Still has the fuzzy things just on the edges there, and an unmarked alloy wheel back there. Coming around to the back of the vehicle now, no signs of any damage on the bumper bars or anything like that. We did have a bit of rain earlier this morning, although the ground is dry now. Welcome to Melbourne. So it does have a little bit of dirt on the back, but no paint marks back here. This badge we'll get into in a moment, all the advantages there. Reversing sensors, 3.5 ton tow rated tow kit on this car. We don't keep the tow bars on the car because they hurt like heck when you hit them with your shins. Reversing camera. We do have the high mount wiper as well, making driving in the morning very, very easy. We've got a little button there to unlock and lock the car. Also, we can just pop that one. Tailgate will open electrically out of our way. A great feature, as I said, if you've got those bags of shopping. Now with tailgate up and out of our way, in the back here you'll see brilliant condition, some very minor marks on the stainless trims back here, but I'm being pretty picky on it, to be honest. Carpet presents brilliantly. Plastic's really good. I'm struggling to find a mark on any of them. We've got tie downs and hooks and things. So if you've got that one jug of milk, pop it in there. It's not going to roam around here. Little chrome slips here to make loading in and out easy. Pop this up. Under here we've got spare tyre, Kumho again, brand new, hasn't been on the car. The jacks, the tools, everything in here, as well as, not sure what's in that bag. You can find out when you come and actually see the car what's in this bag. I'm going to leave that as a secret for you. Do have the cargo net as well as a little red bag there with other many things. It looks like a blanket. Bonus. In the back here, one of the things Jeeps do brilliantly is the audio system. The whole company, all of their cars, brilliant audio. Do have the subwoofer back here. We do have a 12 volt socket there as well to charge the kid's iPad or a fridge if you want to. We'll notice I have the seat set up in the 60-40 split. One of them folds flat, nice and easy. One button folds it down, including the headrest. Do have the cargo cover in this nice leather look here as well, actually, so you can hide all of your many things. And when you're done in here, you just simply touch the little button here and the tailgate will shut on its own. Is safety, of course. If you have something in there, it will just touch it and lift up. So nice and safe for the little ones. Great for school pickup. Kids, throw the bags in. You don't even have to touch the tailgate. Coming around the side of the car, and I'm going to actually pause here. I forgot. That badge there lets everyone else know you got the good one. Overland. Coming down the side of the car, we have the Jeep fitted mud flaps on all four corners, of course. On the side here, first wheel we come up to, unmarked, no scratches or nicks or dents on it. Brilliant condition tyre. We're seeing a bit of a trend here. Paintwork on this side of the car presents brilliantly. Two minor little marks just under here, but no marks around the filler point, which is something I always focus on these videos. Coming down the side of the car, yet again, chrome throughout. We do have proximity key on these door handles as well. Running board down there, undamaged as well. No signs of paint damage or nicks or scratches along the doors. Coming up to the last of the wheels now. This is the one that gets closest to the gutter. We commonly see this one damaged. None of that here. Undamaged, brilliant condition tyre, if not brand new. Actually, I can see fuzzy things on this one. So brand new tyre on the front of this vehicle. So on the exterior of this Grand Cherokee, presents brilliantly. Alright, round to the front of the Grand Cherokee now. We're going to talk about the oily and greasy bits under here. We have a great power plant under there. The trick to opening that is unlatching it inside, of course. Once it's all open, you can see a fair bit of plastic there. What you're looking at is a 6-cylinder, 3-litre turbo diesel, common rail intercooled, of course. That is going to give you a massive 177 kilowatts of power, 550 newton meters of torque. Put that in perspective, a brand new Pajero is going to give you 145 kilowatts of power. So 177, the 3-litre diesel in this, actually I find it goes a lot better than the Hemi V8 version, and you're going to save so much on fuel. 8.3 litres to the 100, 93 litre tank is going to give you in excess of 1,100 kilometres of driving range. Alright, inside the Jeep Grand Cherokee Overland Edition now, and a very, very nice place to be. I actually really love driving these Grand Cherokees when we get them into stock, but I'm not allowed to drive this one because it is at 99,286 kilometres, and I'm not allowed to drive it because of that, which is a shame because it is brilliant to drive these cars. I'm going to start off at interior condition here. First off, we have black, sort of a wood grain pattern. It's very, very faint, but there is black trim throughout the car on the lower console, steering wheel, everywhere. Presents unmarked, steering wheel in brilliant condition, no signs of wear on the steering wheel at all. Lots of buttons on the steering wheel. Some you can't see, there's 4 behind the steering wheel here. Audio radio change on this side and volume on this side. Very, very easy when you're driving to have buttons front and back. On the right hand side, all of our cruise control. Standard cruise control, on, off, up, down. But as I mentioned before, we have radar guided. So the car in front of you brakes, does say if you're going along the Hume and a big truck slows down to 80 kilometers an hour going up the hill, this will sense the distance you want to keep. So you set it to 50 meters and it'll hold that distance. So if the truck slows down, you slow down. He turns off the freeway, you speed back up to your speed. A brilliant thing. Will save you on the Monash when someone cuts in front of you as well, So a really nice feature there as well. Coming across, we have our voice recognition as well as our menu controls and phone answering button. Menu controls this center screen here, which can display all sorts of information about the vehicle. Mentioning while we're up at the front screen there, we've got a nice easy to read tacho and speedo there. Tachometer on this car has a little green piece there showing you where the best economy on the vehicle is. We've got a little compass here showing we're facing northwest at the current moment, and it's 19 degrees outside and I'm in park. Over on the Speedo here we have nice features here with the 110 being almost at the center. We have mile an hour as well. When we're on the move you do get a digital Speedo. Fuel tank, half a tank there, that's around 550, almost 600 kilometers of driving with that amount of fuel. Coming down the right hand side now, we've got our headlight switch. As I mentioned before, HID headlights on this car, nice and bright, or you can set them to automatic and not have to worry about them unless you go into a tunnel. Push for the front and rear fog lights, of course, and then we've got dash illumination and brightness on this side. Under that we've got a little button here for the rear tailgate, rear fuel thing. My words are escaping me. There's a blooper for you. Coming across to the driver's side here, we've got leather wrapped armrest, big speakers, all the buttons here for power windows, auto on the front too, as well as power mirrors, so you can fold the mirrors in. Now while the mirror's folded in, the camera will get a decent shot of it. You'll notice there's many lines on it. On this right hand side it's got the extension to see out a lot wider. You've also got the blind spot monitoring little triangle there, as well as you probably, I don't know if you can see it, top left, it says heated, so you put your rear demister on, it will heat the side mirrors as well. And another feature in the mirror, if you could have any more, people are commonly used to the center mirror over there being auto dimming. The mirrors on this car are auto dimming as well, so if no more driving down the freeway with your hand up here to cover the person's bright lights, will dim for you. A brilliant feature. Coming back across into the center of the vehicle now, we've covered all here. We're going to go this way just to be a little different. As I just mentioned, auto dimming rear mirror in the center. Up here, many features. You've got a little thing there for our sunglasses. We've got the little light buttons there, as well as a button for the auto tailgate. As I mentioned before, school pickup, hit that button, kids throw it in and shut it and go. You don't need to get out of the car. Here we have the slide, so we can actually slide that all the way back. The camera does not like it, but we are in the shade at the moment. You'll notice you have to push it twice. It goes all the way back. The kids love this feature. You do have the front section, of course, does pop open as well, and you can, if you want to, lift it up and it will slide as well. So you can have the front section open and just wave your arms like you just don't care. So we can shut that as well. My favorite for this is actually when it's raining. You see the rain exploding on the roof. Quite a nice feature. I'm going to shut that because the cameraman doesn't like it when I let that much light in the car. But the advantage to having that much light in a car is that it makes it feel bigger and more spacious on the inside. And if it's a 40-degree day, you can shut the blind. Coming back down, but as we go down, we will pause at the dashboard. One of the features the Overland gets is a leather-wrapped dashboard. Really nice stitching throughout. And you get a few of the mini speakers up the front there as well. Coming down, we have our navigation unit currently showing our super secret location here at 20-32 Kangan Drive at Berwick Mitsubishi. We'll notice we're primarily placed between the Monash Freeway and right next to the Berwick train station. An easy destination to get to. The boss will love that plug. Coming down from there, we have our climate control set up here. Quite a simple system to use. Currently it's just turned off because we don't need it, but you do have the dual zone climate control, so I can have a separate temperature to my passenger. Push the button here to sync it. As you've seen, it's just turned on. It's on fan speed setting 3 of 5 and we can't even hear it. Might just turn it down though. Coming down from there, we've got a couple of features I love. Usually I bang on about heated seats being the best. I have a bit of a bad back, and in the morning a heated seat is brilliant for that. But everyone complains about leather seats being hot on a summer's day. Push that button. They are cooled front seats as well. You'll feel the air conditioning come through the little vent holes in the seat. That one is a brilliant feature. Coming down, yet again, some people think it's gimmicky until you use it. First thing in a cold morning, heated steering wheel on this car as well. Fire that on for 30 seconds, nice and warm to the touch. Also got traction control and parking sensor off. The last thing you want when you're reversing your trailer is your car to think you're crashing into the trailer. Coming down further from there, we will see we've got a little button here. We push that. Under there is a nook for all of your many things. Close that as well. 2 cup holders with adjusters in it to hide the many things. As I mentioned before, proximity key on this car, so the keys can be in your bag, your pocket, wherever you want to keep them, or in your cup holder. Coming down from there, we have our selector for the gear shifter. Pop it into reverse, for reverse, and you'll notice we get a nice camera there. When you have the tow bar plugged in it, you'll look like a hero at the boat ramp or the caravan park. You'll hit the trailer every time, or hopefully not hit it, but you'll get the tow bar every time. And D for drive. We do have our sports modes here as well if you wish to feel sporting. Coming down a bit further, a bit to talk about here, you'll generally drive the car in auto. It's the most common way. You do have varying modes for the traction control system on the car. It's very, very intelligent traction control actually. Acts like sort of an electronic locking diff when it's off-road in the rock modes. So, or you can set it into sport, which turns off the traction controls, lowers the car a little bit and makes everything a bit sharper. When we are off-road, as we see here, we've got our downhill descent control, which is a really nifty feature to have, as well as four-wheel drive low. So it does have a proper transfer case in this car as well. Coming on this side, a really nifty one. We'll get into it in a little while and give you a demonstration. We do have height adjust. We're in the normal position here, but if you are off-road, you can pump up the height of the vehicle, and it's not a little bit. We are talking quite a raise in the vehicle. It does move a long way. Or you can go to full park, which just drops this thing like you're on Chapel Street. Coming back further, leather wrapped armrest here. It has 2 buttons. One lift up to this one here, which actually it's a little hard to see, but you'll notice at the back here it does have a USB socket hidden in the back there, so you can put your phone in nice velvet comfort. Underneath there we have a little holder for all of your other many things, as well as a 12-volt socket as indicated by that. Pop that out of our way. I'm going to get my cameraman to zoom around the interior now. You will notice one thing if my cameraman can show it. We do have special Overland stitching on the seats as well, just to let you know you got the good one again. You do have, as I said, perforated seats on this car, which lets that cool air through. Carpets on it are in really good condition. Doesn't have carpet mats, but really good condition. Rear seats show brilliantly at the back. As you can see, if you're looking just now out of your frame, you'll notice the rear seats do recline at you can set it to different angles, which is great for the long trips with adults, so you don't have to sit bolt upright for the long trip to Sydney, which this car can do easily on a single tank. Now, while we're going through that, cameraman's actually, you're already back. Look how quick my cameraman is today. We're just going to find the service books, which is sort of deep buried in here. There we go, that's the one I want. I wasn't expecting you back so quick. Coming into the service books now, very important with the Jeep, Chrysler, Dodges to make sure they're serviced very well. You will notice on this car, we've gone all the way through, we have serviced the vehicle, and then we've done a service at the end when we've brought it into stock. So brilliant service history here as well on the vehicle. So amazing condition outside, amazing massive feature set on the inside with every comfort option you could ever want, and great service history. This one's just getting better and better. Thank you for watching this video walk around tour of an amazing vehicle. Top of the range, every feature you could ever want. HID headlights, auto leveling suspension, air conditioned and heated front seats, the huge glass roof on the auto leveling suspension. I have to show it to you because saying it just doesn't mean anything these days. You've got to hit the button and watch this thing just lift up. So if you want to go off-road, simple touch of a button. Don't have to go to ARB or TJM or anyone like that for a lift kit in this car. It does it for you. You'll see it just rocking up as we go. We are instantly getting about a 5-inch lift kit on this car. What's not to love? Get yourself a Jeep so you can say, I bought one. Give us a call, 9907 0555, and thank you for watching.